Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're about a month into the NBA season, and we got to do what we've been doing for the past 2 seasons in a row. We got to hand out some first month awards, man. This video is not me predicting the NBA awards. You guys can go watch that video if you want. I already made a video on it. This is me basically saying if the NBA season ends right now, today, November 26th, 2023, who's gonna win these awards. I don't want to waste no time. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the content. First off, the award that I care about, but it's kind of hard to predict, it's the Clutch Player of the Year award. I had to go through, see the stats, see what people were putting up in crunch time, which is 5 minutes or less in the game if there's 5 points or less between both the teams that are playing. And Damian Lillard is basically blowing everybody out of the water with his stats in the clutch. He's averaging close to 7 points, 50, 40, 90, and he's 6-1 when his team is in crunch time, when he's on the basketball court. Now, I was thinking about giving it to LeBron because LeBron in the fourth has just been amazing this season, like from eye test and from a statistical standpoint. But I ultimately have to give it to Damian Lillard. This is an award that not really many people care about, so I just wanted to get it out of the way so we can get on to the most improved player. Now, obviously, you guys know how big of an Alperen Şengün fan I am, and he has been playing extremely well this season. But for the first month, I think it's pretty obvious that it has to go to Tyrese Maxey. He's in a new role in Philadelphia. James Harden just got traded, and I kind of figured that we were going to get this type of season from Tyrese Maxey. He has been playing absolutely amazing, an all-star caliber guy. He probably can make the all-star team this year. I can't see that happening. And I feel like Tyrese Maxey is just a good second option to put alongside Joel Embiid, and it's just been working perfectly. And the reason why I did say earlier why I had a feeling that Tyrese Maxey was going to give us this type of production is because when Ben Simmons wasn't playing basketball in the 21-22 season, and before James Harden even got there, he was giving us this type of production. Now, it wasn't like 30 points, 27 points here, 25-point night here, and then a 35-point night here. It wasn't anything like that. It was just more so of him being able to play his brand of basketball without having to be in the shadows of some other star that is in Philadelphia. He's basically giving that to us this season. And I think pretty much everybody knows what Joel Embiid was doing before James Harden got there, so I don't even need to talk about that. Tyrese Maxey, most improved player this season so far. I really am excited to see if he can continue giving us this type of production and maybe walk away with the award in April. Next up, I want to talk about the 6th Man of the Year award, because there are a lot of people that can run for this award. I mean, you got Emmanuel Quickly, you got a Malik Monk, Chris Paul, even though he isn't really shooting that well. My dumbass said Derrick Rose in my awards predictions. That's a spoiler. That was one of the worst picks I've ever had in my whole entire life, but we're not even going to talk about that. My 6th Man of the Year so far is Tim Hardaway Jr. He's averaging around like 18 points, shooting 40% from the 3 this season. Absolutely doing work for the Dallas Mavericks off their bench. It's exactly what they need. I've been seeing a couple people on my timeline. I don't really think this is the consensus, but I have been seeing people say Tim Hardaway Jr.'s trade value is extremely high right now, so you can trade him during the trade deadline to get some more defensive pieces for this team that is obviously lacking some defense. I don't really agree with that. I think that he is an amazing piece off the bench. I think that this team has some defensive guys to where they could just click on that side of the basketball. Now, Jason Kidd, obviously he says we need to score 120 to win. That's really not his philosophy. He still wants to put defense first. He wants this team to adapt the mindset of our defense is our offense, because I think this team in transition, they can run. This team in the half court, they can obviously make buckets. They have Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic. They have Grant Williams, who's a really good three-point shooter. Tim Hardaway Jr. off their bench has been great. I do not see him leaving, and I do not want to see him leave.
Hey, yo, I'm crying, bro. I just spent 30 seconds talking about the Dallas Mavericks and not Tim Hardaway Jr. What am I doing?
Next up, we got Coach of the Year. I think it's pretty obvious that we are all on the same page. Every single person that is watching this video pretty much knows that this is Ime Udoka's award to lose at the moment. He has become the absolute saving grace for this Houston Rockets team, implementing the defense on this team, the team building on this team, and just completely getting them to buy into winning basketball games. And I think as of right now, Houston Rockets just got a win last night against the Denver Nuggets, held Jokic to 38 points. They're the #1 defense in the league right now. Obviously, that's probably not going to be able to be sustained, but Ime Udoka has been able to get this team to buy into the defensive side of the basketball, and they look great. The switches, great. The on-ball defense is great. The one-on-one defense is amazing. They have been playing their asses off, and I can do nothing but applaud that. They held the Denver Nuggets to just 86 points last night. They were clamping up. I had to go back and I had to watch that game this morning because I had fallen asleep in the second half. Now, I know I did just say that Jokic had 38 points. He also needed to have 31 shots to get those 38 points. And this isn't even a case of Jamal Murray isn't here, because everybody was clamped. Aaron Gordon had no points. He had no points, and he played 40 minutes last night. That right there is just a testament to how good of a coach Ime Udoka is and how good he is to get the team to buy into his system. So shout out to Ime Udoka. I got him as coach of the year so far. And now we got to talk about the defensive player of the year. And I think that right there doesn't go to anybody on the Houston Rockets. I think that it goes to Rudy Gobert. And I personally don't think it's really that close. Now, there are a lot of guys who could win defensive player of the year this year. I personally want to see Bam Adebayo win it. I did pick Nick Claxton. That's not going to happen. I also see Anthony Davis. He's been playing really good defense. There's just a plethora of guys that I can't even think off the top of my head who can possibly be in the running for defensive player of the year this season. But I truthfully do think that it goes to Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's defense this season has just been absolutely amazing. And I think that Rudy Gobert has a lot to do with that. His rim protection has been on a different level this season. It's the whole reason why I said that I believe that he is a borderline top 5 player at his position this season. And I truthfully do believe that Rudy Gobert could walk away with this award, even though it's only 1 month into the season. And the last 2 awards that I have to give out for the first month of the NBA season is Rookie of the Year and MVP. Obviously, we can start off with the Rookie of the Year. I believe that it's Chet Holmgren. Now, a lot of people might want to say it's Victor. I think that it's going to be really hard for Victor to lose this award, considering that he is Victor Wembanyama. But basically everything I said in my previous video, you guys can go watch that if you want. Chet Holmgren has basically been doing everything that Victor has been doing, just with better efficiency, and he's winning basketball games. Now, this isn't a case of, oh, he has better teammates. He has Shea, he has Giddey, Lou Dort, J Will, J Dub, decent bench. That isn't even really the case, because he has been able to anchor this defense being top 5 as of right now. And he's just been amazing. And I also like Chet more than I do Wemby as of right now. So I'm going to give Chet Holmgren the award. An MVP. Now, you could say Luka Doncic. You could say Jason Tatum. Best team in the NBA. Best team in the East. You could say Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? He just lost James Harden. New coach. New system. Whatever you want to say. He's been balling out. Leading scorer once again. But I'm going to say Nikola Jokic. It's Nikola Jokic. He's just been playing absolute amazing basketball, even if Jamal Murray has been out. This is another one of those instances where Jamal Murray's out and he's still playing at a high level. He's been scoring the basketball like crazy ever since he's been gone, and he's been doing a damn good job at it. His team is still 10-6. He's been able to keep his team afloat once again, and he looks good while doing it. So that's why I got Nikola Jokic as MVP right now. Once again, we're only 15-16 games into the NBA season, so I don't plan on any of these to stick or any of these to stay a thing. Some might, some won't. That's just the name of the game. But I'm about to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'm out. Peace.